car, baby. And I wanted to do a video about my experience with the IUD. I got the Mirena IUD, and I just wanted to basically say my experience on it, because when I was researching this before I got it done, I didn't really see like many videos talking about it, so I thought, hey, maybe I should do something talking about it. This is a little bit too close for comfort. Here we go. So I have everything written down on my phone, so if you guys see me like looking down, that's why. Sorry. So yeah, so I got my reading done February 4th of 2020. Today is February 23rd of 2020, so I got it like done 20 days ago. So yeah, I got that done on February 4th, 2020. The reason I got it done is, one, it's very reliable. It's more reliable than the pill, and like, so you don't have to take it every day. And I like, because sometimes I forgot to take the pill every day, so I like it because of that. And then two, basically, yeah, it's just like a better form of birth control, in my opinion. So, and I've been thinking about getting it for like a really long time before I actually got it. Probably like a year is how long I thought about getting it. So yeah, definitely research if you're wanting to get it. So yeah, this video is pretty much research too, but really make sure that you want to get it, because it is kind of like a commitment. Not necessarily a commitment, but make sure that's something you want to do, because there could be complications and stuff with it, and I'm not a doctor, but certain things could happen, like for example, like it can implant in your uterus or something like that. It can cause like other things, so look that up, or like ask your doctor like that information, because like I said, I'm not a doctor, so I don't know the exact like terms and stuff like that. But then again, with other birth control, there could be other risks too, but always look at the risks too to that. So I got it done then February 4th, and the one I got was the Mirena. That one lasts about 5 years, so that's good for me. I thought that was like in 5 years I'm gonna be 23. I thought that was a good time frame for it to last. So the process for putting it in, basically, there was like this little metal thing. I obviously can't see what's happening, because I was like, there's like a towel covering, I couldn't see it. But from what I heard and saw, basically they have like this little metal thing. It's kind of like I don't know, just like a metal thing, and they just basically stick it into your cervix, and then they basically just like release the IUD inside of you. So if you guys are wondering about that too. Yeah, so let's go into the pain, because I feel like the pain is what many people ask about when they're wondering, okay, should I get this or not? Because a lot of people say it's really painful. I'm not gonna lie, it is painful, but I feel like this pain is like way easier, way less severe. It's less severe than pain of like giving birth. So if you don't want to get pregnant, girl, take the pain of the Mirena, because that pain, I'm sure, hurt 10 times less, like probably 100 times less than it would be like giving birth to a baby. So yeah, it hurt. Honestly, to me, I have really high pain tolerance, so it hurt a lot, but as long as I didn't focus on the pain, like I didn't feel as much, I gave it about a 4 out of 10, and like it was just like a really like painful cramp, I guess. And I'm not used to getting cramps. I don't get cramps at all, like never. So yeah, it kind of hurt. I felt the cramp throughout like my torso, and like all the way, honestly, like to my thighs kind of. It just depends at like certain points, but yeah. But it only hurts when it's getting put in, and it didn't hurt after that. I'm gonna get into that actually. And for me, it took a while for it to be put in. I think the doctor who was doing it was maybe new. She hasn't done one before, because she had another doctor help her, and she was like asking her questions and stuff like that. So I think that she was maybe new to doing it. So I feel like if the more experienced doctor did it, it would have been like only 5 minutes versus like 20 minutes. So yeah, so like I said, the pain did go away, like after basically she took the little thing out that like gets pushed in, so put it in basically. The pain went away after she took that out, but now I still get like cramps every once in a while, and I know it's from the IUD because I never got cramps before. So Yeah. And then what else are we gonna talk about? So after I got it, this is kind of TMI, but after I got it done, I did bleed. And then I had like a few days when it was just like I wasn't really bleeding. And then after a few days I started bleeding again, and that's been going on for quite a while now. But honestly, it's worth it to me. So yeah, one thing I would say, if you were to get this done, make sure you just check the strings. That's what my doctor told me to do. Check the strings ever so often, because if you don't, it could end up being like, I think the doctor said like it could be, I swear I did my research, but I forgot about it now because I have a bad memory. But basically it can go up into your like intestines, into your something can happen. It can get out of your uterus. So just make sure to like check the strain to make sure that it's still in the right place it should be. If that's misinformation, sorry. Like I said, I'm not exactly a doctor. It's just my experience and what I remember from getting it done. So if that's not correct, you can feel free to correct me, because this is basically just giving advice. And so yeah, make sure you check the strings every so often. So when it gets to like, I don't have a boyfriend or anything like that right now, so I don't know how it feels on their side of things, so I can't answer that if anybody was wondering like what it feels like. But yeah, I can't answer that because I don't have a boyfriend or any guys in my life, so sorry, I'm not good in that department. But yeah, because I know a lot of people have questions about like if other people can feel the strings. I can't attest to that. So the cost without insurance for this is like about $1,000. But where I live, just letting you guys know if you don't have insurance and you need to get something like this done, where I live, by Planned Parenthood, if you're under the age of 25, they will give you an IUD for free. Like I just said, it's usually like $1,000+. So if I were you guys and you didn't have insurance and you needed the IUD, sorry, call around to your Planned Parenthoods and or other like things like that's in your city or in your state. Call around to places in your city or in your state and see if they have a program like that if you're like under a certain age, because that's really expensive for people to pay for. So I feel like my emotions, I feel like it kind of affected my mood a little bit. Before this, I was on the pill birth control, and I noticed after taking this, I'm kind of like a little bit more moody. But yeah, that's, oh well, that doesn't really matter to me. So yeah, this is basically just my experience getting it done. Sorry if I didn't answer all of the questions. If you have any other questions I didn't answer, just feel free to maybe put it down below and ask, because honestly, I don't know if I answered a lot of them. So yeah, that's just my experience. I totally would recommend it because it's honestly amazing in my opinion. And yeah, thanks for listening.